I'm Lila Rose, president of Live Action, and I'm proud to stand here with Father Frank and Priests for Life, with all those that believe that we should not be forced by the government, by the Obama administration, which has been the most pro-abortion administration in our history as a country, and force us to violate our religious convictions, our religious beliefs. But I want to remind us that this is a crossroads that we stand on, that we have been at one like this before. And the one that we were at like this before led to over 55 million children being killed in our country legally. 55 million children being lost to the great violence of abortion. And I speak, of course, of Roe v. Wade. But today, we are now fighting the next battle, the battle for our religious liberty. And this battle is based by our opponents on a false premise, a lie that is being told and spread throughout the country, backed up by powerful political interests, backed up by powerful pharmaceutical companies who make money off of the drugs that they're selling, backed up by powerful ideologies like those that run the biggest abortion chain in this country, Planned Parenthood, that sees the child as a threat, that reduces a woman's health care to hormone drugs and contraceptives, that does not see women holistically, that does not understand women as mothers, or does not honor or respect women as mothers. These are the interests that have created this false premise. And what is the premise? The premise is that somehow contraceptives, hormone drugs, and abortion drugs are health care for women, and that women want this and need this, and that those who believe that these violate their conscience, violate a higher moral law, should be forced to pay for them for other people, and that will lead to the deaths of children. This is the premise that this case is ultimately built upon, that has been pushed on the U.S. people. And keep in mind that the people behind this premise are, of course, the most pro-abortion administration, with their appointees that are also very pro-abortion. They may say that this is about women's health. They're trying to lie to us. They're lying to women. They're lying to the country. This is not about women's health. This is about powerful political interests and industry interests that are trying to make a profit off of drugs and trying to push an ideology on our country that most Americans disagree with. I'm an employer. I'm a woman. I'm a Catholic. All of these things, what is happening out there and the messages that are being put out there go directly against what I stand for and what I firmly believe in. And I know that I speak with millions and speak for millions of other American women when I say that our faith matters to us. And not just our faith, but our true health, holistic health, not reducing us to hormone drugs, which can be dangerous, abortion, which is dangerous, and also for the pro-life women out there who understand and who recognize that the life in the womb is a life and also has human rights that should be protected and that should be respected. So we are standing at a crossroads. It's so good that you are here. I'm so thankful for Father Frank's stance, for Priests for Life stance. So thankful for the stance of the families behind the Hobby Lobby case. So thankful for the stance of all of you who are here today. And I want to leave you with some words from Mother Teresa, who is an expert on peace, going around the world while she was still with us, to tell us how a higher law, a higher idea of how we can live, how we can love. And when the Supreme Court violated the most fundamental human right in the case Roe v. Wade, she wrote them a letter a couple decades later, a very famous letter, in which she addressed the justices of the Supreme Court, begging them to turn around. And these words that she writes to them are words for us today, as we stand at this next crossroads. She says, "America needs no words from me to see how your decision in Roe v. Wade," and this is also the decision that is under the underpinning of the decision today, that somehow not only says abortion is okay, but now abortion drugs and hormone drugs are not only okay, but that Americans should be forced to pay for them. How your decision has deformed a great nation. The so-called right to abortion has pitted mothers against their children and women against men. It has sown violence and discord at the heart of the most intimate human relationships. Keep in mind, the abortion drugs that we're going to be forced to pay for, this is their end game, what these drugs do to our country, what abortion does to our country. And she closes with, "I have no new teaching for America. I seek only to recall you to the faithfulness that you once taught the world." Let's restore our nation to that faithfulness, that deep respect for human life, which has to come first as the first right, and of course, for the religious liberty of all people. Thank you.